You have been a longtime supporter of defending Ukraine. In fact, back in 2022, you co-sponsored legislation that called for the U.S. to protect Ukraine, quote, before, during, and after the invasion. Based on what you witnessed in the Oval Office, Senator, are you concerned that the United States is turning its back on Ukraine?
No, we're not turning our back on Ukraine, nor should we. Putin is a murderous KGB thug that murders his political enemies and is a dictator there. And so we've seen that. We've seen his aggression. Countries around him have seen that. Obviously, the Ukrainian people have seen that. The challenge is now we're at a stalemate. This is a World War I-like trench warfare, and it is best to be able to get to at least a pause. And what I hear President Trump saying over and over again is, we need to get to a stop in fighting, find some resolution. I understand Zelenskyy is rightfully concerned that Putin has violated every single agreement he's ever signed and that he can't be trusted. He's looking for some kind of security guarantees, which the French and the UK are saying they want to put troops in. But we need to get these two folks at the table, get to some kind of resolution to something that may look like North and South Korea for a long time, and have a line where people are looking at each other, but not an active war.
As you know, extraordinarily, the Kremlin is cheering what it saw in the Oval Office. Let me ask you about something I just discussed with Speaker Johnson, which is that Senator Lindsey Graham has said that President Zelenskyy may need to resign in order for this peace process to move forward. What say you, Senator? Do you think President Zelenskyy might need to resign?
I don't agree. I'm not interested in calling on the resignation of other world leaders. I didn't like it when Chuck Schumer asked for Netanyahu to be removed. I don't like it when other members of the Senate asked for Zelenskyy to be removed either. Quite frankly, I think that would spiral Ukraine into chaos right now, trying to find who is the negotiator to bring an issue to peace. If you remember in that press conference in the Oval Office just on Friday, it began with President Trump saying that he is a friend of Zelenskyy. He is interested. They've had good conversations. I think they understand each other, and that obviously there are differences where Zelenskyy wants more in the way of some kind of security guarantees. The United States is not willing to be able to put troops on the ground. We're not willing to do that, but President Trump obviously met with Zelenskyy first. Everybody was talking about Trump is going to work with Putin. He had foreign ministers working with the Russians. He wanted to meet personally with Zelenskyy first. I think that's a very clear sign of where he is and where he stands on this. But he wants to get both sides of the table and get an end to the fighting and the death.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.